Welcome to the 2020 Track and Field Virtual Track Banquets. Our original banquet was scheduled to be um, tonight, Tuesday, May 19th at 6 o'clock at Maine Elementary School. And a lot of you guys like that place because you started your careers there in elementary school. So what we're going to do tonight, and it's a little cheesy, I know, but I mean, you guys had finality and everything, but kind of Coach Weckeser needs finality for the season. So I'm going to go through a bunch of things and talk about the season and the seniors and all the award winners for the whole thing. My limit for this video is 15 minutes, so I might make two parts. So this is part one, possibly, unless I go fast, but usually I won't. So it will be part two. And I'll do all the seniors in alphabetical order, and I'm going to do them twice because I'm going to do a couple of nice things about each senior. And then I'm going to go through and do their senior bios they did on Google Sheets for senior night. So I'll do it twice. And you can skip through, fast forward to your name if you want to. I think there's 33 seniors we have. So here's the outline. First, I'm going to talk about the end of the year and finalize it for myself. Third thing, or that's first. First thing was the whole introduction. Second thing was end of the year. Third thing is the thank yous. Fourth is a season review, which sounds kind of funny, but we'll talk about that. Then we talk about the fifth thing is about all the seniors and all the awards they're getting. Sixth thing is three nice things about each senior. And the seventh thing is their Google bios. So it's kind of a 7-step process. We did step one already. Step two, we're on right now. Last night we did a couple of things with the senior videos. All the seniors made videos. We sent all those out to social media. So that was very nice. So that helped us with end of the year and the culmination of the season and culmination of the school year. What else have we done this year? We've done yard signs. I drove around all the seniors' houses. I talked to many, many people in their yards. That was kind of cool. People in PJs just waking up at 2 o'clock, which is pretty interesting. But it was pretty cool to see you guys in your yards before you get to depart for college or your next step of your life. The third thing we did was Mrs. Fecker and the athletic director gave awards. And we were able to pick those up at school and give them to the parent group. And the parent group delivered everything in a huge, awesome caravan last weekend, which was awesome. And I apologize, I missed it. But they drove around honking and giving goodie bags, T-shirts, cards that the coaches wrote letters to the kids on, and your senior awards for Mrs. Fecker and Mr. Pompous, which is really cool last weekend from the parent group. Step three, thank yous. First, I'd like to thank the parent group. They were amazing through this crisis and pandemic. Couldn't have gone on without you guys. Through the T-shirts, yard signs, the financial aspects, everything. We had Mrs. Utt taking care of a lot of business with the yard signs, T-shirts. Mrs. White taking care of a lot of business with organizing everything. Mr. Gluck, our new president, with help organization and transitioning. We had the Welding family with the financial aspect, helping pay all the fees and dues, which was amazing. And giving money back to the parents if they needed that and everything like that. So the parent group was outstanding. Second, thank you. I'm going to say thank you to our athletic director. That's Mr. Pompous. Thank you for letting us do everything we did this year. Third thing, Mrs. Fecker. If you don't know who Mrs. Fecker is, stop by in the athletic office. She's the first person you'll see in there, her smiling face every day. She greets hundreds of people every day. Go by and say thank you. She does a lot of work on Final Forms, physicals, awards, scheduling. So thank you, Mrs. Fecker. And another one I'd like to say thank you to is the assistant athletic director, is Mr. Hamilton. He schedules all our buses and helps out with a lot of other things. So thank you, Mr. Hamilton. Next, all the parents out there. Usually during the banquet, I have all the kids stand up and they clap for their parents. They say, thank you, mom and dad. So because they're part of our culture. Our culture, we have 3 core values in our culture we always talk about. Number one, first thing always comes first, family. And that's what we think first, the family. Because without your family, this wouldn't be possible. Second thing we talk about with our culture is academics. Academics always comes second before track and field. And our third thing, we have track. And track should be third on your priority list. And then if you want to go past our 3 core values, our fourth thing is extracurriculars outside of track. But those are our 3 core values you try to teach your kids. And the most important one we talk about is family always comes first. So thank you, parents. Next, thank you goes to all my assistant coaches out there. My longest time assistant is Coach Howard Russ. He brought me over here from Centerville in 2011, 2011. And we've been coaching together ever since. And it's been a great transition. We took over cross country first, and then I transitioned in 2015 as a head track coach, and he came over with me last 6 seasons, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, to coach track with me. And he's done a great job. It makes my job easier because he's also a head coach of cross country, and he knows what the head coach does and goes through. So thank you, Coach Russ. Fantuzzo from the sprint side, thank you for everything you did. Coach Moss, Coach Moore on the sprint side, Coach Daniels, and Coach Climby. They've done things this year, which we never got to see the benefits of all their actions, but they planned the season for the sprinters starting in August, which was amazing. And the sprinters had workouts, detailed workouts from August all the way through the end of the season. And they were going to peak, and it was going to be a great sprint group this year. And they met so many times to make this a beneficial sprint group and to change the culture of the sprints. So those 6 coaches, I can't thank enough for everything they did, from fall track to winter track, indoor track, and then into the spring season we had for 3 weeks. Coach K, Coach Rendering, the pole vault coach, thank you for everything you did. And a lot of his efforts you guys don't see, but he does a lot of indoor meets. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Coach Hendricks, another game changer, our throws coach, changed the culture of the throwers, got the throwers involved in our practice more with the warm-up, with the things on the field, all the dynamic stretching on the field, and all the workouts on the field. And he got to see them inside the stadium instead of outside the stadium, like the coaches used to be with the throwers. Last one, our coach that left us this year, he's still in the Dayton area. If you want to say hi to him, is Coach Bergdahl. He just finished his 62nd year coaching last year, and he retired. And he never did announce his retirement until after last year's banquet. So I want to say thank you to Coach Bergdahl for all your coaching over the years at Miamisburg, Alter, Fenwick, Wittenberg University, and at Beaver Creek High School. The last 7 or 8 years he's been here. He was our hurdle coach for that many years. He did a great job. So number 4, after the thank yous, we're in our season review, which sounds funny because we didn't have an outdoor season. But this is a lesson for next year for most of you guys to learn that our season starts in August for track. If you're not in a fall sport, not in a winter sport, we train all of the fall, all winter, and we get in great shape, and we do races. And so indoor, we train 2 days a week in all of August, September, October, November. December, we started 3 days a week. January and February, we did 3 to 4 days a week. We transitioned there. And then end of February and beginning of March, we started doing 5 days a week in the last 3 weeks we had of the season. So if you want to count those practices up we had for indoor, which is amazing. So if you're a track athlete and you train with us every single day you could have and lifted with us every single day, we had 89 practices I counted on our schedule. All the way till when this thing was shut us down in March 13th. 89 practices. What else did we do this year? We went to 26 meets this year, 26 indoor meets, which is amazing to think about all the indoor meets we went to. And I can go through them real quick and talk about every single indoor meet we went to. But I'm not going to because that take a long time. And usually we do at the banquet, but we're not going to right now. But we are going to talk about the indoor state meet, which we never got to hit on. We like to hit on it because we didn't have an indoor banquet this year. To start off the indoor state meet, we got 4th overall as a girls team, which was tremendous effort. Jody Pierce was 4th in 800-meter run. Taylor Ear defended her title on the mile, won the mile again, defended her title on the 2 mile, won the 2 mile or 3,200 meters again. So she was 2-time state champion in the mile and 2-mile indoor. So those are 4 of her state titles right there, which is amazing to think about. Girls 4x4. We got 11th overall, which is amazing considering the girls on that team was a mixed match. One of the girls, it was her first meet ever to run, indoor state meet, which is pretty awesome to think about. And then a couple girls came out from basketball, swimming, things like that. So we had a mixed match, and they got 11th overall. 4x8 got 6th overall. That's really, really good for people coming off injury. Some girls did not run because they were fresh for the 2-mile, things like that. So the girls got 6th in a 4x8. Triple jump, we got 11th and 21st. We had 2 girls qualify for state the last 2 years, Callie Hess and Eileen Yang. And that is awesome. They tried to help us get more points to get on the podium for the state meet, and the efforts were amazing. And then 2nd overall in the pole vault was Eileen Yang. She was available to make it a state meet for indoor track all 4 years. Her freshman year at Akron, she no-heighted. And then the last 3 years, she's progressed every year and got 2nd this year, which is amazing for Eileen. On the boys' side indoors, Connor Ewert and Tayton Hess both qualified in a 2-mile. And if you think about it, we actually had 3 guys in a 2-mile qualify. Keegan Suhan also qualified, but you can't have 3 guys go. So Keegan led his spot up and was able to pace and help Tayton and Connor qualify at Akron, the last chance meet. At the state meet, Connor broke our indoor school record in 9:28 in the 3200, got 7th overall. He's the first person ever to place in the 2-mile indoor state meet for Beaver Creek boys. Tayton Hess ran a 9:53, got 21st place. Awesome effort just to qualify there, Tayton. Nice job. 4x8 boys, again, like the girls, we try to qualify, then we mix match people up. We got 21st, 8:24 in the boys 4x8. Great effort for our seniors, especially Hunter Winterstrom and Mark Boyd led that group, did an amazing job. And then in the pole vault for boys, we had a freshman qualify, best freshman in the state of Ohio for boys in pole vault. So we have a lot of good future there with Joe Hill, which I'm very, very impressed with his efforts of 13.6. The highest freshman in the state of Ohio. The next aspect I'm going to talk about now, I'm going to talk about three things about each senior. This is section 6 of my to-do list today. Section 7 is all the senior bios from the Google documents you guys filled out. And it's kind of like you're walking out onto the field for section 7. So section 6 is 3 nice things about each senior. I'm going to go through this. I might get stopped. I'm at 13 minutes right now. Looks like in 2 minutes my video will be running out, so I'll make a second video just of the Google documents. Number 1, Vanessa Allen. 3 things about her. Her smile, her composure, her strength. Mark Boyd, focus, smart, fun-loving group of friends. Great group of friends he has. Alana Browning, dancer. Nees Wittenberg, Jaya, caring, everything and anything for the team, any event. Cody Cook, pole vaulter, laugh, helpful. Caitlin Cook, smile, long distance runner, injured, came back, pole vaulter. Anthony D'Alessandro, tall, willingness to help, great family. Isabella Espinoza, leader, gymnast, smile. Taylor Ewert, 9 state titles. Focus, work. Callista Hess, leader, well-rounded, dynamite. Tayton Hess, smile, good choices, progress. Something funny, farts. His freshman year, he farted a lot. Kendall Hobbs, good-hearted, mother of the team. Lauren Hoff, soccer, 4x1, stability for our help, and helper on the team. Matthew Huff, pole vaulter, helper, special ed teacher someday. Donna Kassem, smart, always there, great smile. You can say I say a great smile for a lot of people. And I'm going to stop here because I think my 15-minute video is going to end, and I'll start with Annie Malloy with my next video, and we'll have 15 minutes to do the whole thing.